it's Jackie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have an exciting video for you because I finally got my Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet palette in the mail. I'm so excited. It arrived and I also got a little sample of the Briogeo, the new avocado and kiwi hair mask, and that's a generous sample, so I can't wait to try that out. But anyways, let's get on with it. I just absolutely love this packaging. It's really kind of a foiled purple, just really, really pretty. And then on the back you've got your shade names, and of course it comes with the brush. I love the Urban Decay Naked palettes, and I was so excited to get it. I know reviews are kind of mixed, but I'm such a fan, I was going to give it a try. Then the inside is just really, really beautiful as well. I think it's just so pretty. The Naked is raised, you can kind of feel it. And then when you open it up, it's just so pretty. I would have liked more purples, maybe because it is a Naked palette. They did do the neutral colors. I was happy to see a kind of vanilla matte brow bone, and then you have a really light peach, followed by a few more, and then you've got this VR shade, which is kind of a duochrome shifty shade. Lucid is the green that everybody is creating. The inner corner it looks so pretty. And then you have your purple shades, and then on the end you have a really dark, it's not a black, it's not really a purple, it's more like a brown. But anyways, I did create, or I'm still under the ether of the Natasha Denona bronze palette. So the first look I tried to create with this palette was with the neutral shades, and I have to say that they were kind of different. This white really did well, but then this peach was very lackluster. So today I am going to do a purple look, but anyways, let's get on with it. And I thought for fun I'd use all Urban Decay today, and then tell you about how I rank it with my other Naked palettes, because of all the Naked palettes, starting with the original Naked, Naked 2, Naked 3, Naked Smoky, Naked Cherry, and Naked Heat. I did not purchase Naked Reloaded because when I looked at it in store I thought it looked really similar to Naked Heat, and I didn't purchase the Naked Honey because I'm not really into golds, and that was really pretty. But with all the other Naked palettes I decided to pass on that. But I do have the other Naked palettes, and I'll let you know my thoughts at the end. I also have a pretty big selection of Urban Decay single purples, because the founder of Urban Decay, Wendy, purple is her favorite color. So Urban Decay was one of the first brands to come out with a lot of purples. So I do have a lot of Urban Decay. This is my Urban Decay collection of singles, and you can see I have a lot of purples here. So I almost didn't purchase this palette, but I thought I wanted it anyways. I just did, because I do love my Naked palettes. So I'll let you know my thoughts about that. And just for fun, I pulled out some more of my Urban Decay collection, and I thought for my cheeks we'd use Bittersweet today. That was one of their Afterglow 8-hour blushes, and I thought that would be a lot of fun. I'm going to use the Sin highlighter, which you might remember they gave that away in a lot of birthdays, so we'll use that. I've already done part of my makeup, so let's get on with it real quick. I just washed with the Skin & Co. The Truffle Cream Cleanser. I really like that. Got that in a BoxyCharm, and I love it. Followed up by my serums, the Timeless C+E Ferulic Acid 20%. That's a great serum. Then my Coenzyme Q10 serum, which is fantastic. And then my Australian Gold. And for my makeup, I already put my makeup on. I was like, should have used my Urban Decay, but anyways, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, which I love, and then I used some Tarte, the Confidence Compact Powder Foundation. I used it as a setting powder. I really love it. I've about hit pan on this one. So I've got my powder on, so now I'm ready for everything else. So real quick, let me do some blush and some highlighter and some bronzer. I also did use on my brow today the Urban Decay Brow Endowed. One end is a primer and one end is color. And I have to say, I'm not impressed with this product. I am impressed. I really love the ends. They're tiny. So here's your primer. It's a little tiny, so it's great for brushing up your brows. But I found it kind of crumbly. And because the other end with the color is also the same type of little mascara wand, you cannot like pull through to make a tail. So I don't recommend this product. It was crumbly and it looks like, oh, I got something in my brows, not smooth, and you can't create a tail. So anyways, don't recommend the Brow Endowed. So, but I am going to use, I've got my Perversion mascara and my Troublemaker mascara, and I like Perversion better than Troublemaker, but we'll see. So I'm just going to go into, I depotted all of my Urban Decay blushes. I'm just going to go in to Bittersweet. I don't know if you can still get this or not. Maybe not, but it was a shade. They had a Bittersweet lipstick in the vise. They also had a lip gloss, and it was just one of my favorite colors. So I'm just going to get some of that. We'll just do a purple look today. Okay, and this right next to it, this is my Elements palette. You remember the Elements palette? I depotted that. This is the Elements palette from, what, 2 Christmases ago? That's got some pretty shades in it as well. All right, let's get going. Woo, that's purple. I just thought it would be fun to do a purple look. The Urban Decay blushes are really pigmented. I'm not really sure what Urban Decay blushes are available right now because I have such a big Urban Decay. And here's the thing, since Wendy sold the company to L'Oreal, I'm kind of, I don't know, they were one of my absolute favorite brands. It's just one of the brands that I'm just not purchasing anymore because my collection is so big. And since when Wendy sold the company to L'Oreal, everything's different. It's just not Beauty with an Edge anymore. It's, I don't know, they've lost their edge as far as I'm concerned. So let's hope the quality is there. So I'm going to sweep on the Sin highlighter, which is very, and this is how the blushes came too, in these little square. You can still find them on eBay or wherever if they're not selling them anymore. So that's really a blinding highlight. I do not have an Urban Decay bronzer, so I'm going to go in with my Capri Coast from Becca. I love this bronzer. Y'all having a good summer so far? I've been doing a lot of swimming. My state, Arkansas, is really getting amped up in the COVID-19. I'm still at work selling cars every day. It's a miracle I haven't caught it. Okay, so there's a little contour, and let's get into the palette. I am going to do a purple. I have to tell you, the look that I did with the bronze, I mean the neutral end of this palette yesterday, by the time I got home from work, it was really faded. Really faded. So my actual first impressions, although the palette's beautiful, and of course their brush is really nice, and the packaging is fantastic, it does not seem like the same Urban Decay quality. So I'm just being really, really honest and brutal because I want to love this palette, but so far I don't. It's really sad. But anyways, hopefully things will go better today. So, okay. Let's start out with an all over of this matte shade right here. It is called Optimized. Let's start out with Optimized all over. And I'm going to be using my Wayne Goss and Sonia G brushes. So I'm going to use one of the little sky. The sky with the blue handles, they're so pretty. Okay, that's got some good pigmentation. So check out my playlist for more eyeshadows and more get readies with me if you're interested. Okay, so we're just going to do optimized all over. And that's not really a matte. It's got kind of a, like a glow to it, so that is pretty. And let me throw on some of my purple lipsticks that are Urban Decay Vice. So I'm going to grab one of these and just get some lipstick on real quick. This one is Cruz. Yeah, let's use Cruz. This is one of the mattes. Really, really pretty soft purple. Much better. I really love the Urban Decay Vice lipstick formula. It's very creamy. It wears well. It's very comfortable. And that is Cruz from Urban Decay Vice. Alright. So let's go into, this one is Cyberpunk. And that's a really pretty shimmer. I'm just not getting the pigment that I expect from Urban Decay. I mean, it's definitely buildable. I'm going to run this underneath the lash. Let's go in. It needs some, I'm going to go in with this deeper shade. It needs something to dark it up. The Purple Dust, which is the next to the end. Let's do some of that. Okay, and now I'm going to get some of Warning, this kind of pink, and I'm going to go all over the lid with that. I'm using another Sonia G. This is pretty. It's kind of a these shadows are really kind of sheer. So if you prefer that, that would be good. I prefer a little bit more pigment. Now this is buildable. This does have a blue reflect, but already the Cyberpunk is looking a little muddy. Alright, I'm going to go in and get some of that Lucid in the corner. And that's really, really pretty. And I think that's why people are buying this palette, actually, is for this special color. And, okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got some Urban Decay 24/7 pencils, also some nice purple pencils. And Ether is a really nice one, but I think I'm going to use Delinquent. No, this one's Demolition. No, let's use Ether. I can't make up my mind. Ether's a real pretty silver gray. Alright, now I'm just going to throw some lashes on. And I'm going to use the Troublemaker mascara. This has kind of a like the Benefit Roller Lash plastic bristle wand, which I do like. Urban Decay, yeah, Urban Decay just came out with a new mascara, that one with that really funky wand. I don't know, Perversion mascara was really, really good. But I guess they needed to come out with something new. That was out for so long. The looks that I'm making with this palette are really pretty, but they're fading, and I really believe the quality has changed, and I'm not going to recommend this palette. I mean, unless you're like me and you're an Urban Decay collector. It's pretty, but I mean, we've got Jeffree Star Bloodlust, we've got the Anastasia Beverly Hill Pro Volume 1. It's okay. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. For me, it's disappointing, and I'm a big Urban Decay fan. So I'm not gonna recommend this palette. It's okay. The let me swatch it for you. Maybe, I don't know. Did you see that video that they swatched it and they were just like jamming into it? So disappointing. I can't wait to get my bronze palette from Natasha Denona. Okay, so the first shade is Trippin'. Now Trippin' is a very pretty vanilla, and it picked up, and I thought it was really good. It's very smooth and creamy. Again, not getting it to show up. The second shade is King's Slip, and this I could not get. I had to keep going and going and going, couldn't get anything. Again, very light, but I mean, buildable. If you're a beginner or new to Urban Decay or experiment with color, this will be good. There's your second one, King Slip. Then we have Dazed, which is kind of a peachy shimmer. So there's Dazed. Then you have Hacked, which is your matte. Then you have VR, which is kind of, and the shades feel kind of, the metal ones, they feel kind of grainy. They're swatching poorly. I mean, I knew I had my warning. And though actually it all kind of looks the same. I mean, there's very little difference in those shades at all. That one's just got some glitter in it. Then you have Lucid, the green shade that everybody's looking. I'll just go back up here. So Lucid is very pretty. That's the star of the palette as far as I'm concerned. That's a real pretty, that's the one good color. So maybe wait and see if they're going to make a single out of that, but Lucid is really cool right here. Then you've got Optimize, which again was very sheer. It's a sheer lavender with kind of a blue shift to it. So that's Optimized. Then next to that you have Warning, which is a pink. Again, very sheer. So there's Optimized. And then next to that you have Cyberpunk, which feels grainy, and it's kind of an orchid, but I mean, again, I'm having to swatch over and over and over, so it's very, very sheer. There's Cyberpunk. Next you have Euphoric, again grainy. This is a I don't want to work this hard I don't want to work this hard at all. Euphoric. Then we have Purple Dust, which has got Purple Dust and Cyberpunk are the most glittery, but it's swatching like it doesn't even look purple. It looks like gray, black mess. It's not even, that is Purple Dust, and it's just, it almost like, I don't know, it's just, you know, see how it looks like, it doesn't even look purple. I mean, it does on my, but I'm having to build it. It's real dark. It's got like a black base, and it's got a little bit of a purple reflect, but that's a disappointment. And then last but not least is Digital, and that I don't even know, it looks brown in the pan, but it swatches almost just like I mean, these, they just don't look like they look in it looks beautiful in the pan. I don't know. I just, pass. Disappointed, very upset. Not a good representation of Urban Decay Naked palette, so I'm just gonna, and it's gonna fade. I got home from work and it was like all faded out. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. And I don't even like the way this looks at all. I'm not, okay, I'm done. I'm very disappointed. So palettes that I do love, I absolutely love the original Naked palette. This one's well loved, well used. I've got 4 backups. I absolutely, if you can get the original Naked palette, it's great. It is a Naked palette, so really good quality. Absolutely love it. Naked Smoky. This was the original cremated palette, because down to the marble packaging, and you have all your smoky shade. This is a grayscale palette. This is fantastic. Again, discontinued, but you could purchase it off of eBay, I'm sure. But the Naked Smoky is a fantastic palette. Absolutely love it. Naked Smoky started this kind of packaging that follows through today, but the Naked Smoky palette started that. Naked Cherry has got, I mean, it's really pretty. It came out with some eyeliners and some lipsticks as well, but all your kind of cherry, red, burgundy shades. This is a fantastic palette. Absolutely love Naked Cherry. So another one in this packaging is the Naked Heat palette, and this is all your burnt, rusty tones. Very pretty, and I absolutely love it. This was closest to the Naked Reloaded palette. When I went in store, I compared the 2 palettes together, and I was able to determine that I didn't need Reloaded. So the Naked Heat is absolutely fantastic. Love that palette. And Naked 2 palette, this is another discontinued. This is kind of a taupier version of the original Naked palette, but I think it's really pretty. It's very sultry and neutral. This is my backup because my Naked palettes are so loved. But the Naked 2 is another discontinued. So if compared to the original Naked, you can see that it is cooler. So if you prefer a less warm, Naked 2 is good. Again, check out eBay. And my least favorite, but well loved, is Naked 3. This is a pink toned palette, and it is my least favorite Urban Decay palette until, well, now, but it's all the pink tones, and I know when this one came out, they were, it looks really flattering on Asian skin tones, and I've well loved this palette. I'm putting this at the bottom. This is my least favorite Urban. I'm so disappointed. I would return it, but I'm gonna keep working with it, and I doubt I'm gonna change my mind. I'm so disappointed. I'm not sponsored. I buy my makeup 100% with my own money, and I expected more from Urban Decay because they have been all of these singles. These singles are fantastic. So I recommend, if there's a purple eyeshadow you like, all of her single shadows are fantastic. That's a really pretty purple. And that's one swatch. That's Psychedelic Sister. Okay, so let's grab another one. Now, Flash is described as Wendy's favorite shade. So let me get Flash. Actually, that's real similar to Psychedelic Sister. Let's do another. This one is Uncut. Well, actually, that kind of swatch is real similar to that what was it, Cyberpunk? Gravity. This is real pretty. Yeah, and that's one swatch. So that's a really pretty shade. I mean, those are the Urban Decay single purples. Just, you know, but they're expensive too. You're paying $20 for a shadow versus $49 for a whole palette, but let's do another one. This is Fishnet, a more orchid. Yeah, there's your pigment, there's your old Urban Decay, and that's the way you need to go. Asphyxia, and this is one of my favorite shades. This has got a matching lipstick. Here's Asphyxia. It's got the purple with the blue shift, and let me show you that in the lipstick. Asphyxia matching Vice lipstick. You can see that blue. So those are real pretty together. That's Asphyxia. This is Shockwave. This is kind of like a duochrome. So there's Shockwave. You see what I'm saying? I guess I shouldn't have bought this palette. I screwed up. There's Shockwave. Nothing better than wasting 50 bucks. So those are the Urban Decay. Here's another one. Here's Last Call. Last Call is more of a pinky than a purple. Well, if I can save anybody from buying this palette, then don't do it. Don't do it. And if you want to see swatches of all my purple lipsticks, then check over my Urban Decay Vice. This one's called Plague, if you're just looking for some purple lipsticks to go with this look. This is Pallor. These might be discontinued colors, actually. But really pretty purple. Let's see, I'm wearing Cruz, and I showed you Asphyxia. Oh, and for my Urban Decay, I mean my TJ Maxx and Marshalls people, there's been nothing. My store, my TJ Maxx and Marshalls even has signs up, fresh product coming soon. They're not getting the trucks in, I guess. Here's ZZ. This is a really pretty, it's not purple, it's pink, but it's a real pretty color. This one's Pandemonium. real pretty deep blue purple. But yeah, check out my Urban Decay Vice lipstick. I swatch them all, okay, if you're interested. Really, really gorgeous. This is Seismic, which is a sheer, if you're looking for a sheer purple. It's real pretty. But yeah, I swatch them all in there. And then, and that's gonna do it. Okay, complimentary 24/7 pencils. You have the shade Empire, and Empire is this is a dual-ended that they used to make, but they make Empire, which is a real deep eggplant. And that's really pretty. Then you have the shade Delinquent. Another dark, deep purple. Then you have Ether, which is it's a glitter rock. I mean, a glitter rock is a favorite. So that is a silvery purple. That's actually my favorite Ether. Then you have the razor sharp eyeliner, the liquid eyeliner. But anyways, this is a great, precise eyeliner. So that's a really, really pretty purple. I'm bummed out. I bummed myself out. I was just, what a letdown. I was so hyped for this, and I've seen some good videos, and Kelly Gooch said she thought she would like it more than, I mean, I just got to keep working with it, I guess. But my first initial is I'm disappointed, and that's just keeping it real. So anyways, okay, thanks a lot. I'll talk to you guys soon. Please like, subscribe, leave a message, and save your coin. Okay, bye-bye.